Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Oh, sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? The Crucifixion by James Weldon Johnson. Jesus, my gentle Jesus, walking in the dark of the garden, that garden of Gethsemane, saying to his disciples, sorrow is in my soul, even unto death. Tarry ye here a little while and watch with me. Jesus, my burdened Jesus, praying in the dark of the garden of Gethsemane, saying, Father, oh Father, this bitter cup, let it pass from me. Jesus, my sorrowing Jesus, the sweat like drops of blood upon his brow, talking to his Father while the 3 disciples slept, saying, Father, oh Father, not as I will, but let thy will be done. Oh, look at black-hearted Judas sneaking through the dark of the garden, leading his crucifying mob. Oh, God, strike him down. Why don't you strike him down before he plants that traitor's kiss upon my Jesus' cheek? And they take my blameless Jesus, and they drag him to the governor, to the mighty Roman governor. Great Pilate, seated in his hall, great Pilate seated on the judgment seat, said, in this man, I find no fault. I find no fault in him. And Pilate washed his hands. But they cried out, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. His blood be on our heads. And they beat my loving Jesus. They spit on my precious Jesus. They dressed him up in a purple robe. They put a crown of thorns upon his head, and they pressed it down. Oh, they pressed it down, and they mocked my sweet King Jesus. Up Golgotha's rugged road, I see my Jesus go. I see him sink beneath the load. I see my drooping Jesus sink. And then they laid hold on Simon, black Simon, yes, Simon. And Simon bore the cross. On Calvary, they crucified my Jesus. They nailed him to a cruel tree. The hammer rang through Jerusalem street. The hammer rang through Jerusalem streets. Jesus, my lamb-like Jesus, shivering as the nails go through his hands. Jesus, my lamb-like Jesus, shivering as the nails go through his feet. And Jesus, my darling Jesus, groaning as the Roman spear plunged in his side, and his wound was spurting out blood. Oh, look what they've done to my Jesus. Mary, weeping Mary, sees her poor little Jesus on the cross. Mary, weeping Mary, sees her sweet little baby Jesus on the cruel cross hanging between two thieves. And Jesus, my lonesome Jesus, called out once more to his Father, saying, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And he drooped his head and died. And the veil of the temple was split in two. The noonday sun refused to shine. The thunder rambled, and the lightning wrote an unknown language in the sky. What a day, oh, what a day, when my blessed Jesus died. Oh, I tremble, yes, I tremble. It causes me to tremble, 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 when I think how Jesus died on the steeps of Calvary, how Jesus died for sinners, sinners like you and me.